All right, everybody. Happy Thursday, big waves to you. Good to see you. Good to see you. If you feel like you're coming in, scooting in on two wheels, well, congratulations. Me too. Me too. Uh, we've been wide open this morning. So good to see you. Good to see you. Let me get my stuff here set up. All right. Well, one more day. It's weekend time. One more day. We got coach, just so you know what's all going on in the world of the coach's corner. We got Coach Greg Bill in Cookeville, Tennessee. It's his opening game tonight. He's about to put his Warriors out on the basketball court tonight. So everybody give Coach Greg Bill a big good luck. Big good luck.
Imagine. Liz and I are so excited for you because you're now going to have eyes on your business.
Not sure what.
Exactly what.
Was that you? You there?
I'm happy customers.
Okay.
Quality.
Another
I have
screen.
no clue. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, let's try that. Who knows? If you saw my office, I've got like wraparound TVs, and so one of them was talking. I'm not sure which one. So, all right. Well, we'll call that the blooper for today. Yeah, Coach Bill, good luck to you on your basketball game. So, the word for today is integral. This is actually good for a little basketball talk today. Okay, integral. So if you look at integral, and this was suggested by Miss Cagle. So Miss Cagle, thank you for this. And if you look at it, it was like so essential that without it, the whole thing just doesn't work the same. Well, it's that piece that's just not optional, right? Like I'm going to try to draw this really quick together. But think about the home you live in. What's probably the most integral part of it? It's probably something nobody can see. How about the foundation? It'd be really tough to kind of stay in the house if there was no foundation, right? It just crumble around you, right? Nobody wants the ceiling sitting down on them while they're trying to sleep. So guess what? The foundation is pretty important. What about maybe an engine in a car? You could have the most beautiful car in the world. Thing looks really sharp. Tires are sharp, very clean. Wheels are clean. Guess what? No engine. Guess what you're not doing? Going anywhere. Okay. It's pretty integral. Pretty integral. So it's kind of integral to me is that it's the anchor. Like you can't, it's not happening without it. So to me, when I think about coaching, and I know Coach Greg Bibb is a coach. He's on here every morning. There's some integral things about a program, about a team that you just can't do without. Like you can, you know, think about sports. Like there's all this noise of the fans, the cheap seat, critics telling you what you're doing wrong. You know, it's the same way in business, right? You develop something, you got all this going on, people that didn't create it telling you what all should be fixed and this and that. But really, that's not integral. That's just noise. What's integral is the internal makeup, right? So when I was coaching, what's integral is that those players, there was this bond. Because when all the outside stuff's happening, all the chaos, all the commotion, guess what, Super Dave? That's the only thing that matters is what's in the locker room, right? It's the blocking and the tackling. It's the free throws and the layups. It's the brotherhood, sisterhood. That's the only thing that matters. And so to me, integral, whether it's business or it's sports or it's, maybe your spiritual walk, it's your, when I look at life, business, the things that are integral are often the simplest, but the most powerful. Think about it this morning when you woke up. Are you going to be consistent today? Consistency is pretty integral. If you're like, man, I just can't get consistent in my health, in my business, man, maybe you're network marketing, you're like, man, I just cannot call prospects. You know, there's kind of two things you got to do in our business is enroll customers and brand partners. Like, I just never get around to that. Well, that's pretty integral. So integral consistency. Did you wake up this morning going, no, I'm feeling, I've got that consistency in my life. Character. Like, am I a critic of everything? Or am my character is like I lean in and go, no, 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 I got you back. Like we're brothers, we're sisters, we got this thing, right? What's my character? We've all got one. What would people say about yours or mine? What's my willingness to grow? Coach Bill comes into the basketball gym. He says, we got a new play today. And all the players say, oh, we don't want to learn a new play. That means we got to stretch a little bit. Man, I got to learn something new. Well, imagine that. It's pretty integral to have an open mind to go, I want to grow. I want to grow. And let me tell you this, it's pretty integral to be the person. Are you the person that when nobody's clapping, you're following through with the to-do list? Matter of fact, when nobody's clapping and they could be squawking at you, you're just like, you're just making it happen, Brenda Carlton. That's pretty integral. So to me, and I'll turn it to you, Andrea, when you identify what's truly integral in your own personal journey, your own personal walk, you kind of start letting everything else go and go, not that it's not important, but it's not as important as those integral things. I hope this added value to you. Andrea, I'll turn it to you.
Well, great lesson. And this was a good word. How often do I say that? This was a good word. This was a fun word, but I really liked it because it changes your perspective a little bit. Like when I look at the car, going back to your lesson, well, I'm going to go to a house because I don't know any car parts. But when I look at a house, like I look at the superficial stuff, right? And I feel like that's the most important things. Like what kind of tchotchkes do you have on your bookshelf? And how comfortable is the bed? But really, if we don't have that foundation, the rest of it really doesn't matter.
How many Christmas trees do you have in your house, Brenda Carlton? Like 120, you know?
Don't make
Oh,
her
I had to say that. I mean,
it
your
only has
Christmas tree.
15. I don't
Okay.
know. I've got to picture this house. We've got to discuss
We
this.
would like to see some pictures. So,
Like,
okay.
how
Well,
do you have a house with room for 15 Christmas trees? What does this look like? We really need to know, Brenda. I would like a tour. But going back to the lesson of integral, like what is truly important? So the quote that I found was small things done consistently are integral to big change. So what are the small things in our life that we want to do consistently if we want to create positive change in our world? And so what I looked into is what are some of the things that are the most integral, most important, most foundational right now? So first of all, we got to show up even when we don't want to. When we're not in the mood, when we're tired, we're frazzled, whatever it may be, we still have to show up in those moments. Two is we've got to fuel our body like we love it. Anybody else sometimes fuel your body like you hate it? Right? You might go into that, I'm only going to give myself this much of a cracker, and that's going to be my whatever of the day, or whatever. Like I'm going to fuel myself in a way that I'm going to be in a place of lack, or I'm going to do things that aren't necessarily nourishing. But at that moment, I just want the chocolate bar. But if we fuel our body like we truly love it, don't we make different decisions? I think that's pretty phenomenal. Three is to guarding our peace like it's gold. What brings you peace? What brings you joy, happiness, peace in your life? Well, make sure that that is something that is integral to your day, to your week, to the rhythms in your world, because you know what? Life is busy. And we had this conversation the other day. Well, it's just a busy season. Well, you know what? Last season was busy, and the one before, and next season's probably going to be the same. So we still have to guard our peace right now, even in those busy or more hectic seasons. 4 is this doing the simple daily actions in our business. So maybe you're not part of our business, but you have tasks that you need to do for your job or your company or whatever it is in your retirement, whatever it looks like. You have simple daily tasks that you have. And so we want to make sure that we are doing those things that make our day productive and the things that are important for us to go into the next day feeling accomplished. Next is speaking life over yourself and your people. What are the words that you're sharing? Those words are integral to who you are. So are you saying nice things to yourself, Vicki? Or are you beating yourself up? I hope that you're saying nice things and you're speaking life. So I always like to say, when I say that to my daughter, when I say that to my son, well, then I better stop saying that to myself, right? Because we become the words that we hear. So make sure the ones that you're saying are building yourself up. Next is staying connected to the mission that you're on. So whatever your mission may be, right? Whatever drives you, whatever excites you, whatever you are just blown up about, stay connected to it, even on those days that are messy. So maybe your mission is saving every stray dog in the state of Alabama. I think that should be my mission. I think I would have a beautiful home that way. My foundation would be, covered in puppies. That sounds fantastic. So I've got to make sure that I stay connected to that every day. And then lastly, I've got to protect the margin in my life for rest, for joy, for being in nature, for spending time with the people I adore. I've got to make sure, and I appreciate the puppy there, Joe. I've got to make sure that I am protecting that space, because those items are absolutely integral in our life. So thanks for this one, Leona. I greatly appreciate it. Hopefully this was a good lesson for you guys, and love you on this Thursday.
This was a good one. This was a good one for me. So, guys, have a great Thursday. We'll see you over on the IPA Zoom if you're part of the company. And yeah, you guys are awesome. Have a good
Love
one.
you guys.
Gotta go. Thank you.
A great
Bye.
day, everyone.